5 of this 21-day girl challenge. So far we've worked our entire body, so this is a little bit of an active recovery, not as long today, and we're just working our core. Let's do it. Beginning with a HIIT core sequence, there's a couple of modifications for this one. So you're going to start with the shoulder blades down towards the mat. You're going to lift one leg up and you're going to extend the bottom leg. I want you to hover the bottom leg over the mat. If that's hurting the low back at all, just bend the knee and bring the sole of the foot down towards your mat. You're going to start with the shoulder blades down. You're going to essentially climb up your leg, reach for the toes at the top, and then climb back down. Again, you can do this whole thing with the foot down towards your mat. 20 seconds, 10 seconds afterwards, we're going to hold at the top. If your head gets heavy, just interlace your hands behind your head and just give me those up and down crunches. Once that sequence is done, we're going to lift both legs up. You're going to reach and down, maybe keeping your hands behind your head or really reaching for your toes. 20 seconds with a 10-second pulse before you switch your leg. Shoulder blades start down. You're going to climb up the opposite leg, reach for the toes, and then climb back down. At any point, again, you can bring the sole of the foot down towards your mat. We're going to repeat it a couple different times. Follow along with me. Follow along to your best music. I can't wait to really work our core, and we're going to get started here in 3, in 2, in 1. So starting with the shoulder blades down, you're going to climb up your leg, reach for the toes. So especially at that top, you give me that extra reach and back down. Let's reach and back down. Modification, remember, you can keep the knee bent, the sole of the foot down towards your mat just to protect the low back. In 3, in 2, in 1, we're going to hold right here. Again, if it's too much for your head, you're interlacing your hands behind your head. Hold a little bit higher for 3, for 2, for 1, legs up, we crunch up and down, up and down. We're keeping the low back glued down towards the mat. Flex your toes down towards the floor. You can always reach for your toes. We're going to give you that pulse in 3, in 2, in 1. Stay lifted, pulse 10 seconds. It's just a little bit of a crunch here to really pulse within your core for 3, for 2, for 1. So we're switching the legs now. Start with the shoulder blades down. You're going to climb up the leg. You're going to reach for the toes, and you're going to climb back down. Good. Again, you can keep the sole of the foot down towards your mat. Give it a try. See how that feels. And you can also interlace your hands behind your head, giving me those up and down crunches. You have a hold coming up in 3, 2, 1. Let's hold at the top. So where you're holding, you can hold the back of the thigh, the back of the calf, if you can, maybe the ankle, but never the back of your knee. 3, and 2, and 1. Legs up, we crunch up and down. We go up and down, starting to feel that burn within your core. I don't know about you, my whole body is feeling this 21-day girl challenge so far. We are day 5. Congratulations for making it this far. I'm so proud of you. You have a pulse in 3, in 2, in 1, pulse 10 seconds. So the reason why we're doing a little active recovery within our core, not as long, is you can work your core every single day. 3, and 2, and 1. Like which leg? There it is. Okay, so slowly climb up the leg, reach for the toes, and climb back down. I got confused which leg we were working, and then climb back down. So when you're getting to the top, really reach up towards your toes, and then climb back down. Don't hesitate to interlace your hands behind your head. You have a hold in 3, in 2, in 1. Hold at the top. It's a 10-second hold. Because this is our second time with this leg, can you hold up just a little bit higher for 3, for 2, for 1, legs up. Let's crunch it up and down. Woo! Up and down. Again, if it's too much for your hips, if you start to feel like your hips are locking or they're sore, just keep your feet down towards the mat. You don't have to go fast. You can take a break when you need to, maybe skipping the holds or the pulses. In 3, in 2, in 1, pulse 10 seconds. This is your workout. Whatever feels best for you is the right way. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch the leg. We climb up the leg. We reach for the toes, and then we climb back down. Good. So reaching a little bit further at the top, taking your time, maybe giving me that exhale at the top. You have a hold coming up in 3, in 2, in 1. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs up. We crunch up and down. Woo! Up and down. I love a HIIT core, high intensity interval training, and in these sequences using a lot of Pilates principles because we're really getting into those deep, deep muscles. A lot of times working small different muscles. That's why we can really feel the burn. In 3, in 2, in 1, pulse for 10 seconds. So we're gonna go into that first leg that we worked, the first leg that we had up, final time. In 3, in 2, in 1. So reaching for your toes. This is the last time that we're gonna reach with this leg up towards the ceiling. So exhaling every single time. Maybe because you know this is the last set here, you're gonna reach just a little bit further. Last couple of seconds here. You know, you can cradle your head in your hands if you need to. All right, you guys, you have 3 and 2 and 1. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs up. We go up and lower. Good. Up and down. Because we've been working really hard so far, don't hesitate to bring your feet down towards the mat, especially for these middle crunches. You have a pulse. In 3, in 2, in 1. We pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is it. This is it for this set of core here. This is our last exercise. Let's really make it count, reaching for your toes and back down. Again, you can be right here. Maybe coming up just a little bit higher if you're here. Reach, reach, reach for those toes. You have a hold. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little active recovery. Within this active recovery, we're going to come into a downward facing dog. So feeling this nice stretch, you can, wiggle the heels down towards the floor. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to inhale. I'm going to have to come a little bit higher. Apartment workouts. You're going to inhale the one leg up, whichever leg you'd like to start with. You're going to bring it in towards the chest, bring all the way forward, and then you're going to inhale it back up. It's just going to be 20 seconds here, activating the core and the whole body, but especially as you bring the knee in towards the chest, really feeling that crunch within the core. And then we're just going to switch sides, opposite side, 20-second, 10-second rest. Repeat the sequence just to give our core a little bit of a break, but still work it. We're going to get started in that. In 3, in 2, in 1. Starting whichever leg feels good for you today. Inhaling it up and then crunching it in. Maybe if you can, you're bringing knee and elbow together as you crunch up. It's only 20 seconds. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch our legs, inhaling it up. Exhale as you bring it in. So even if you can only bring your knee a little bit close towards you, what I really want us to pay attention to is bringing the weight forward here as you bring your knee in. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's meet in a child's pose. You have a 10-second rest here. So letting that go, maybe you can wiggle out the wrist. If it's too much for your wrist, you can always meet here in a forearm plank. You can shift your weight forward and back, 20 seconds, and then repeat. All right, let's do this. Final time, inhaling the leg up and then bringing it in. So again, linking your breath with your movement, maybe exhaling, inhaling on the way up, and then exhaling on the way in. Good for 3, for 2, for 1. This is it. Opposite leg. Inhaling it up. Exhale as you bring it in. Bringing the weight forward, forward, forward. You can go slow, not seeing or looking to see how fast you can go, how many reps you can do, but how much can you control the movement. For 3, for 2, for 1. Child's pose. Let that go. We have One more little HIIT core. We're gonna finish off with a plank, and that's it for your workout for day 5. Final HIIT core, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna come back into a tabletop crunch. I say that because I know we do it a lot, but the low back is pressed down towards your mat, knees back, interlace your hands behind your head, just a normal tabletop crunch. If it gets too much for the hips, again, you can just lower your feet down, give me a normal crunch. 20 seconds with a 10-second hold. Then to activate our lower core, we're gonna come into our leg lifts. Again, maybe choosing to keep the shoulder blades up or down, maybe bringing your hands by the side or underneath your glutes. I wanna see if you can try to keep the heels together, the toes apart. You're gonna bring the legs down, and then you're gonna bring them back up. 20 seconds. 10 seconds after, we're gonna do a flutter kick. This time a crisscross one, so you're just gonna crisscross the legs all the way down, all the way back up. You can always keep the shoulder blades lifted before we come back into that tabletop crunch. Final HIIT core. Sometimes you don't need to work for a long period of time, especially with this high intensity interval training. Really getting it done in a short amount of time, working our core, getting stronger. Let's start in that tabletop position. So set up for that in 3, in 2, in 1, tabletop crunch. You go up and lower. We go up and down. So really beginning to pay attention. Our knees like to creep in towards our chest. Let's keep them further back in line with the hips. Flex your toes in towards the face. You have a hold in 3, in 2, in 1. You're just gonna hold here at the top. Again, if you need to skip these holds or pulses, please do so. Then meet back in that tabletop crunch. You have your leg lifts in 3, in 2, in 1. So your legs, they go down and up. Again, you can choose to keep your head in your hands. Maybe give yourself a bit more support. You can always lower the shoulder blades down towards the mat. Even if you just give me 1 or 2 leg lifts, that is awesome. You have those crisscross flutters in 3, 2, 1. So crisscross, just so that we can activate our inner thighs a little bit more, and just to switch it up instead of doing a regular flutter. 3 and 2, in 1, tabletop. You go up and down. Press the low back in towards the mat, looking up towards the ceiling so that your chin is away from your chest, keeping the knees further back. In our tabletop crunch, there's a lot to think about in terms of form. 3 and 2 and 1. Stay lifted. You have a 10-second hold. Core on fire. Press the low back down. Bring the knees a little bit back. 3 and 2 and 1. Leg lifts. You go down and up, feeling the lower core activate. If you can you try to keep your heels together, legs straight, toes apart? Good. Breathing through it. Make sure you're not holding your breath for 3, 2, 1. Crisscross flutters, bringing the shoulder blades down towards your mat at any point. At any point here, all the way down, all the way back up for 3, for 2, for 1, tabletop. Let's go up and down. Guys, final time here in our tabletop crunch. So this final set of tabletops, 1 final set of your leg lifts, and then that's it for the HIIT core. We're gonna finish off with a plank. That's it, that's all. 3, 2, 1, hold for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do this. So our lower core, super challenging to really activate that lower core. I definitely find it super challenging. Sometimes I catch myself holding my breath. We absolutely don't want that. So unclench your teeth, soften the face, allow the breath to flow in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's crisscross for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final exercise for this core workout, we're going to go into a 30-second high plank, 30-second forearm plank. Starting tomorrow, we're going to begin increasing the time that we hold our planks. So this is going to be the final little 1-minute plank for this 21-day Gurl challenge. So let's do this. You can always hold with your knees down towards the mat. In 3, in 2, in 1. We're going to hold in that high plank position. If you have any wrist issues, just give me a 1-minute forearm plank. I know these planks are challenging, but they are a really good way to begin to see our progress. So especially in these 21 days, we can begin to notice, you know, maybe I had to bring my knees down after 15 seconds, but now I can go up until 20 seconds. Whatever it might be, that's awesome. Let's track our progress. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's slowly come down. Forearm plank. You only have 30 more seconds of your workout. Make it count. Let's finish strong. Just 20 more seconds. Stay with it. You're so strong. Let's do this together. I'm right here with you. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High five on making it through day 5 of this 21-day girl challenge. I am so proud of you. Getting stronger every single day. Not as long today, but we really worked our core. Tomorrow there's a full body workout. I'll see you then.